think there's going to be some competition for bonus money in this one. The kicks are going to be flying early and often. He's one of the better kickboxing practitioners we have in this division.
Yeah, when he can make you fight him in a kickboxing fight, I mean, you would imagine you're watching this guy in glory or something, because he's so good in this specific area of fighting. He mixes everything up so well from in close, and he's so comfortable in close. He's rolling his shoulders, rolling right to leg kicks. He will batter and bruise you and beat you up from in close. He's amazing. You better take this dude down if you want a chance to win this fight.
Right. No, you put it well, and he has adapted his style very well to mixed martial arts, but when the fight is on the feet, caution, flammable. All right, so here he is, the former UFC interim title challenger, Josh Emmett, and a lot of people believed, even before he sent Bryce Mitchell to the Shadow Realm, that he was the most powerful featherweight in the world. And he knocked out Bryce Mitchell at 38 years of age, and he did it after successive losses to Yair Rodriguez and Ilia Topuria. There is plenty of fight left in the dog, Josh Emmett, and I would argue that this is a guy that could realize success deep into his 40s. Wrestled at Menlo College and NAIA school, can lean on that part of his game if need be. But you know what Josh Emmett's trying to do. He's trying to send you to the hospital with his right hand. So much UFC history has played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. Our tail the tape for this featherweight fight. All right, now for the official introductions. We go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Cub Swanson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Josh Emmett!
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. Well, for all the places we go in the world, few can hold up to this one. Good evening from T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Opened April of 2016. UFC went there for the first time at UFC 200, and they've been bringing big shows seemingly every other month ever since.
They call Vegas the fight capital of the world. And if you're talking about a home base for the UFC, you're talking about T-Mobile Arena, home to some of the biggest UFC events ever. UFC 200. Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. This place has been the home of some of the biggest UFC fights in history. Tonight, you get to take the same walk to that octagon to try to make your mark on this sport.
Oh, big hook. That'll leave a mark. What a wild start to this fight, unless, of course, you like defense.
What a great fight so far. These guys are laying it all out on the line.
Nice counter left there. Good job defensively to block that punch. Two minutes have expired off the first round clock. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half-guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half-guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off his back.
passes to half guard.
Let's go. We got a scramble here.
Swanson's back in full mount. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much.
Trying to set up a choke here. Oh, he's got that submission locked in. He's in real
John,
trouble.
it looks tight. It looks like he's going to get this. You better protect your neck when you're fighting this guy because he's got the guillotine locked in. But if he wants to finish, he's got to lock that guard and drive his hips up into his opponent.
Emmett's in half guard now. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities. It's a beautiful kick lands.
Swanson just missing on that right hand. Right now, a little separation between the two fighters. And now leather being thrown on both sides. What an end to round one. All right, there's the horn. What a round it was, DC. And, of course, the seminal moment, that big knockdown that nearly got his opponent out of there for good.
Almost finished the fight, but now he needs to reset, right? Don't rush. Go back out into the next round and just try to find that shot again. If he rushes, if he overexerts himself, he will run out of energy and put himself at risk of losing the fight.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
You ready to fight? Ready. Go.
All right, round two. His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again.
Well, that overhand, big weapon for him throughout his career. It's been there all night. Look for him to go back to it here. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Well, champ, I don't see that well. Oh, how good is this? Both men going for the finish. Big right hand. Yeah, left hook found its target. And yet another hook landed there by Swanson there.
Oh, nice takedown defense. He does a great job getting out of that clinch position.
Emmett's hook shot there looked pretty.
Oh, he's hurt.
So we hit the 3-minute mark here in the second round. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. And they clinch. Oh, massive knee to the head. Trying to hammer that lead leg. Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage. Oh, that was a big one there. He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping for.
All right, so he's landed a few big uppercuts already in DC. I know you're in the prediction business. You think he's going to set it up again here?
I am certain he's going to try and set that up again. Expect it to come off of a left hook, because off the left hook, you don't... He's got to keep pressing here.
As his opponent postures up, he opens it. Emmett goes in for the takedown now, and he's able to get it. Beautiful transition there after he was getting stunned on the feet.
He passes to half.
All right, so he lands again just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game tonight.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started...
All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round. Thankfully for him, he will live to see another round. You saw him get knocked down near the end of the round. If there were 10 more seconds, that likely would have been the end of his night. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
Third round underway. Well, this is crazy that this fight...
Hurt bad.
Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take.
The biggest shot that he's landed all night. A massive uppercut lands.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent... Ground strikes are just brutal.
Changing the position.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submission.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood going into the eye. Now it's time to start being on high alert. He's got to be careful here. He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Emmett's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy, trying to hold the guy down.
And now he's got the back. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do.
Strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
And what a round! All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, so there is the horn. At times in that previous round, I didn't think we'd get here after that head kick nearly had him out of there.
It was a good round leading up to that, but when you take a head kick like that, when your opponent gets your entire body into that kick, usually the night's over. Very tough to still be standing, but he can't take many more like that.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the fourth round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Now he lands a solid punch.
That's a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Nice job by him defensively there. Swanson's pretty swollen now in that jaw area. It doesn't appear to be affecting him all that much, but he's absorbing. Oh! Huge right hand!
jab is on point right now.
And there's a takedown attempt. Straight right hand, no good. Oh! And that will do it!
Oh my God!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Here is Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 21 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Cub Swanson!
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that smile while he's sleeping tonight after what he was able to produce here.
He's going to be smiling for a really long time. When you get a knockout like that, not only do you get the win, you also, most times, walk away with a $50,000 bonus check.